Italy has helped the modernization of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, in some ways. For example, Italy has provided the AFP with 13 A-109 light attack helicopters, which are capable of performing various missions such as close air support, reconnaissance, and transport. Italy has also supported the AFP's training and education programs, such as the Philippine Air Force Flying School, which has used Italian-made SF-260 trainers since 1932. Italy has also expressed its interest to cooperate with the Philippines in other areas of defense, such as naval shipbuilding, cybersecurity, and disaster management. Germany is one of the strategic partners of the Philippines in defense cooperation. Germany has provided the AFP with Leopard 2A7 main battle tanks, which are considered to be among the best tanks in the world. The AFP received 10 of these tanks in 2022 and plans to acquire more in the future. Germany has also supported the AFP's training and education programs, such as the International Peace Support Operations Training Center, IPSTOC, which is a joint initiative of the AFP and the German Armed Forces. The IPSTOC aims to enhance the AFP's capabilities in peacekeeping and humanitarian operations too. Germany has also expressed its interest to cooperate with the Philippines in other areas of defense, such as cybersecurity, maritime security, and disaster management. Within Southeast Asia, the Philippines is a natural security partner for Japan. The country, like Japan, is an archipelagic country that has experienced a steady rise in security pressure from Beijing. For the Philippines, that has been manifested in Chinese maritime intimidation, opportunistic occupation of Mischief Reef, and blockade of Scarborough Shoal near the disputed Spratly Islands, Nansha in China. China declared an East China Sea air defense identification zone near Japan and harassed Japanese vessels around the disputed Senkaku Islands, Diaoyu in China. Japan and the Philippines are also long-standing American treaty allies. As such, their armed forces have had long exposure to and likely been influenced by U.S. military practices, making cooperation between them easier. And, by the turn of the millennium, Japanese leaders had already begun to believe that stronger security ties with the Philippines, in concert with their bilateral alliances with the United States, could further bolster deterrence in the Western Pacific. Washington has come to agree. What proved thornier for Japanese leaders has been how to put it into practice. Early 2012 Japan has funded 1240-meter multi-role vessel for Philippine Coast Guard and completed deliver on 2016. Philippines, acknowledging the need to modernize the military amid rising challenges in the Indo-Pacific region, France is renewing its offer to help build a submarine for the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP. This was among the matters discussed when Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro met with French Ambassador Marie Fontanelle-Sall at Camp Aguinaldo last week. Emphasizing France's role as a partner in the Indo-Pacific, the French envoy reiterated her government's offer to support the AFP modernization program. Department of National Defense spokesman Arsenio Andalong said such offer includes the naval group's readiness to assist in building a Philippine submarine force. Talks of how France has offered to help arm the Philippines with a submarine date back to the previous Duterte administration, while plans to acquire one were discussed as early as 2013. In October last year, Andalong revealed that the DND is slowing down on its efforts to acquire a submarine for the AFP because of financial limitations, and though plans to purchase the naval vessel are still on the table, it is being set aside for other priority procurements, although submarines are in our wish list for Horizon 3. The department is prioritizing the implementation of contracts signed during the previous administration, cognizant of the limitations in the resources available to the government. He had explained. India has assured the Philippines of the timely delivery of the BrahMos cruise missile platforms which the country has acquired for its shore-based anti-ship missile, SPASM, system. The assurance was made during the courtesy call of India Ambassador to the Philippines, Shambhu Sandakumaran, to Department of National Defense, DND, Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. last August 17. The BrahMos cruise missile can be launched from a ship, aircraft, submarine or land, and has a top speed of around Mach 2.8, around 3,400 kilometers per hour, and is capable of carrying warheads weighing 200 to 300 kilograms. Former DND Secretary Delphin Lorenzana and BrahMos Aerospace Director General Atul Dinkar Rain signed the contract worth Php 18.9 billion in a virtual ceremony at the DND headquarters in Camp Aguinaldo, Quezon City in January 2022. 3 batteries of the BrahMos cruise missiles will be acquired by the country under this contract. Lorenzana earlier said the BrahMos cruise missiles will greatly beef up the Philippine Navy's firepower, particularly the Marines' Coastal Defense Regiment, and provide counterattack capabilities within the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone, as the world's fastest supersonic cruise missiles. The BrahMos missiles will provide deterrence against any attempt to undermine our sovereignty and sovereign rights, especially in the West Philippine Sea, he added. Both officials also agreed to elevate the level of their dialogue mechanisms in view of increasing and deepening defense and military engagements. Andalong said the DND chief reiterated the invitation to meet with India's Minister of Defense, which may also be conducted. South Korea is eyeing stronger defense industry cooperation with the Philippines, whose military forces are currently undergoing modernization. This was emphasized by Lee Sang-hwa, Ambassador Extraordinary in Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Korea to the Philippines, during his introductory call to Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, Chief General Romeo Brawner Jr. at Camp Aguinaldo, Quezon City on Tuesday. Defense industry cooperation goes deeper. It should be based on long-held trust. We are confident that there will be a stronger collaboration, the South Korea diplomat said in a statement. Lee also highlighted the long-standing friendship between the Philippines and South Korea. As he expressed his hopes of strengthening collaboration among like-minded nations and making more contributions to the Philippines' endeavors to promote a free Indo-Pacific, South Korea has been a major player in the ongoing AFP modernization program, and is instrumental for supplying the 12 Fa-50PH light jet fighters which the Air Force has been using for air defense and other missions. Its shipyards also provided the Navy with its first 2 missile frigates which are being utilized for maritime patrols off the West Philippine Sea. 2 more corvettes and 6 offshore patrol vessels are expected to be delivered within the next 3 to 5 years. South Korean shipbuilder Hyundai Heavy Industries, HHI, said one of the 2 missile corvettes ordered by the Philippine Navy, PN, will be delivered by 2025 with the second in the following year. We plan to deliver the first corvette by 2025 and the second corvette by 2026. HHI is on track for the target delivery dates as the construction of the vessels are on time, the company said in reply to the Philippine news agencies, PNA, questions over the weekend regarding the progress of the 2 naval craft. HHI added that the work schedule for the corvettes proceeded on schedule as construction started this May. For the first corvette, the work commenced according to their original planned schedule of May 2023 and the first block will be laid by November this year. The South Korean shipbuilder emphasized, HHI was referring to the steel cutting which is considered in naval circles as the start of the construction of a warship. It also added that construction for the second corvette will start this November. The Department of National Defense, DND, signed a Php 28 billion contract with HHI for the acquisition of 2 brand new corvettes for the PN on December 27, 2021. The corvettes are capable of anti-ship, anti-submarine, and anti-air warfare missions and will be more heavily armed than the Jose Rizal class frigates. The AFP welcomed Israel's continued support to the AFP's modernization and capability upgrade during the courtesy visit of Gen Ephraim Difrin, head of International Cooperation Division, Israel Defense Forces, on March 15 at the AFP General Headquarters, GHQ. Gen Difrin met with Lt. Gen William Gonzalez PA, the Inspector General, AFP, and Marine Gen Noel Bellerin, DCS for Education, Training and Doctrine, J8, and other senior officers of the GHQ. In their meeting, Lt. Gen Gonzalez extended the AFP's appreciation of Israel's support to the AFP modernization program. The AFP currently has 20 modernization projects with Israel, 14 of which have already been completed amounting to Php 19 billion. These projects include artillery howitzers, armored vehicles, air defense surveillance and radar systems, multi-purpose attack craft, firepower upgrades, and force protection equipment. The ongoing projects are light tanks, armored personnel carriers, ground-based air defense systems, and fast attack interdiction craft. Bijen Difrin acknowledged the similarities in the challenges and issues faced by the Philippines and Israel and raised the importance of working together and learning from each other. He added that the IDF and the AFP could further enhance knowledge and expertise sharing through continued training and student exchanges. Following their meeting, Bijen Difrin gave a strategic overview of IDF's defense doctrine and security challenges. As the basis for military cooperation, the AFP has a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) on logistics and defense industry cooperation of 2010 with the IDF. The MOU is focused on enhancing intelligence exchanges, logistics, education and training, counterterrorism, and cybersecurity.